What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now this is going to be my first Year 2 video. You can see on the top of my screen it says Warlords of New York expansion, and I haven't actually started it yet. This is going to be my day 1 build video. I'm going to show you guys what I did to prepare to even start Year 2. So I hope this will help you guys get like a starter build together. That way you can go through the ranks and just make it better as you go. Because we all know you still need a solid build to get through the levels, get through the missions, and have a fun time. So, with all that said and done, I am Kamikazevondoom. If you guys enjoy this in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions for me at all, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel and you do subscribe, just make sure you ring that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. But alright, so I have not started Warlords of New York yet. I have just gotten in the game and I put together a build to start Warlords of New York. So just to show you guys, my stash is 32 out of 300. Yes, I did a full purge, and this is my build I will be using for the start of Warlords of New York. So let's get into it. This is a Gear Score 507 build. Yes, whenever you hit 31, a lot of that will change, but you will get the gist of it and you will see how I've created this build. Now remember, there is no more damage to elites, and there's a lot of things that have changed. So when I go through all of these, you will see all of the changes. For example, I am using the Night Watcher mask, the Zero F's chest piece, and there's some changes you guys might want to see. But let's start off with the specialization. You can use whatever specialization you want. Me personally, I am using the Demolitionist just for the named enemies or named bosses. Because when I'm going up through those levels and I am progressing, the number one thing that won't change is your specialization. So whenever you see that named boss, named enemy, whatever, elites pop out, and you're starting to get swarmed, just whip out that Demolitionist, shoot a couple grenades at them, and you should be good to go. So that's why I use that. You also give damage to targets out of cover for all your teammates, and yeah, I mean there's a few other good perks. You get a 7% crit chance weapon mod for your AR, so that's pretty cool too. But yeah, so I'm using Demolitionist. You guys can use whatever specialization you would like. Now, starting off with my weapons, I am using the Savage Wolverine, Pestilence, and a double barrel sawed off. For the Savage Wolverine, a few things have changed, so I'll try to go through this as slow as possible. Now, this is a 511 Savage Wolverine, base damage of, oh, actually, hold on, let me see. That might be new too. Let's see. Alright, so base damage of 9,583, but with this build it goes up to 14.6k. There's no more Allegro, so the RPMs are at 790. It does have a 50 round mag, and for the attributes, let's get into the core attributes. So you have headshot damage, health damage and AR damage. Both of these are God rolls. So you see they are highlighted with like an orange tint. That means they are God rolled, they are maxed out, whatever you'd like to call it. Now those are my core attributes. As far as a attribute, I have damage to targets out of cover, which gives me another 5%. Now, what also changed is perfectly close and personal. So now, perfectly close and personal, killing a target within 7 meters, so they dropped it back down to 7, now grants you 38% weapon damage for 10 seconds. 38. Very random number, but hey, that's what it's changed to. As far as the weapon mods I'm using on this bad boy, Jesus, all my weapon mods have changed too. So what I would use is the small RDS scope with the vertical grip. There is no muzzle for this Savage Wolverine anymore, so that's kind of iffy. There's a few changes to this weapon, so I'm going to test it out and see from there. I'll probably make a separate video just on the changes alone because there's a lot of changes to named weapon and gear. But alright, so Savage Wolverine, I am using the Pestilence. and the double barrel sawed-off. For the gear, a quick little overview. I am running 321k armor and 120k health. With the gear items, I'm using 3 Gilligard, 1 Badger Tough, 1 Fenris, and 1 Alps. So for the Gilligard, the new brand set bonuses, you get 5% total armor, 10% health, and 1% armor regen. So now when I run all 3, I am getting more out of it. As far as this is concerned, this is the Night Watcher 507 gear score. The core attribute, 41,692 armor. The attributes, I have 2 god rolls. One is the Pulse Haste, it's at 100%, which that comes with the Night Watcher, so that's also a new thing. And then the other god roll is for health. I have 4,695 health. It also comes with protection from elites. This one has 1 blue mod slot, and that's where the protection from elites comes from. So now when you actually look at your attributes, you don't have to scroll anywhere to look at your mods. They actually just pop up on your attributes. And you can see under attributes, right next to the 8% for protection from elites, you can see a little mod symbol behind the defense symbol. So that's how you know it's from the mod. Going to the backpack, this is the Alps Summit backpack. For the Alps Summit brand set bonuses, for 1, I am now getting 15% repair skills. And for the core attribute, this one comes with weapon damage, only at 7.8%. It has 2 god rolled attributes, being health at 4,695 and crit chance at 5.1. And then also the mod, you can see the little mod symbol next to that 6.9. I get 6.9 skill haste. Now the really cool thing about this backpack is it comes with unstoppable force. So killing an enemy increases your total weapon damage by 5% for 15 seconds. This can stack up to 5 times. So unstoppable force now has a completely revamped and nice talent to go for. Now going down to the gloves, this is Fenris gloves. Obviously for the Fenris brand set bonus, that hasn't changed. You still get that AR damage. For the core attribute, I have it god rolled at 9.9 weapon damage. Attributes, crit chance and health. My crit chance is god rolled at 5.1 and my health is at 3,573. Now as far as the chest piece, this is the 0F's chest piece and it still has perfectly unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, it repairs 100% of your armor, and the cooldown is 55 seconds. They did change that whole thing with the med kit and everything, but we'll see how it goes. Now, as far as the brand set bonus, I am only getting shotgun damage for the brand set bonus, so there's nothing really there. For the core attribute, 33,051 armor. For the attributes, I only have 1 god rolled, which is the crit chance at 5.1%. But then I also have health at 4,008. And then my red mod is giving me 4.2% crit chance. Going down to the holster, this is a Gilligard holster. We already went over the brand set bonuses. So the core attribute, it's god rolled at 42,458 armor. It has attributes of health and crit chance. The health is maxed out as well. God rolled at 4,695, and then that red is a mod. Oh no, it's not. So that red is a normal attribute that I re-rolled to 4.2% crit chance. And finally, the knee pads, Gilligard knee pads. Core attribute is maxed out at 42,458 armor. For the attributes themselves, you have health at 4,263 and crit chance at 4.5%. And that is the overall build itself. As far as the skills, I am choosing the Reviver Hive just for sustainability, and also the Defender Drone, again, sustainability. I am going to be using the Savage Wolverine up close and personal, just like the talent says. So I'm going to try to have as much sustainability while being in the enemy's face all at the same time. Now let's finish up with the stats sheet, because the stats sheet has changed up a little bit as well. Now as far as the weapon talents, I am using the Perfectly Close and Personal on the Savage Wolverine, the Plague of the Outcasts on that Pestilence, Pumped Up on the Double Barrel Sawed-Off, and then of course I have my lovely Grenade Launcher. Into the weapon stat, this is for the Savage Wolverine. 14,632 weapon damage, crit chance at 28.2%, crit damage 25%, and headshot damage at 55%. I have 8% health damage, and yeah. Let's see, go down to the offensive tab, here we go. 17.7 all weapon damage, and 35% AR damage, giving me a total damage bonus of 52.7%. Not too shabby. And then of course I do have a little bit of explosive damage. Now as far as the gear talents, I have Unstoppable Force and Perfectly Unbreakable. Both of those are going to really come in handy. In the defense tab, 321,189 armor with 120,110 health. Go down to hazard. Yep, now it's at 0. Womp, womp, womp. And then down to the skill haste. Okay, I've got 6.9%. Not too shabby. And that is it, you guys. This is going to be my starter build, my day 1 build for Warlords of New York. I'm going to go take this sucker out for a spin and hopefully get some better gear for some better builds. But with all that said and done, I'll probably give you guys some videos on some changes to all the named weapons and talents, because Perfectly Berserk's gone, Perfectly Measured on the Rail Splitter's gone, Perfect Spark's gone. So we've got some things to talk about. But alright, you guys, I hope that was short and sweet. Hope you guys enjoy Warlords of New York and Year 2. I am Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next